Malin. She's the best person. I love her. She's such a good friend of mine now, and we're very excited to be back together. And I got to give credit to you guys and your.
Yes, so I am Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Great.
Great.
Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
The pleasure is all mine. So I finished the entire season earlier today, so I have it really fresh in my mind, and I
Oh,
hadn't
good.
heard about this story before, being in
Oh, wow.
Sweden and also,
Mhm.
so this was the first for me. But I wanted to start out by asking you, Mandy, who has lived through this story yourself. How I'm guessing you've seen it, the show now. How is it to kind of see your own life being portrayed? You're not in the center of this, but without your hard work behind the scenes, this wouldn't have been here probably. So, could you talk a
Well,
bit about that?
thank you. And it's just an honor of a lifetime and to have an incredible actor. Brittany Snow is sitting right next to me 7 years ago when I started this crazy investigation and started. I was always a very curious journalist and was always, you captured this about me, was always pestering my bosses like, what about this? This would make a great story. And I was always seen as annoying and pesky is the word that I like to describe now. But all of that paid off. And I love that that's the message of my storyline that you can be very curious and seek the truth and not stop and until you expose it. And I absolutely love the way that Brittany portrayed me on screen and the way that my story is being told. It's the light part of a very dark and terrible story.
Yeah, and for you, Brittany, uh, portraying someone real is always like a daunting task. I'm guessing to especially now sitting next to the one that's not always the case that you're able to do that. How has that helped you, and how has that maybe made it even harder for you to take this role on?
Sure. I mean, I think the only way that it was harder was that I knew the importance of this part. And I knew the responsibility that I had to portray someone who did so much in terms of bringing the story to light. And I wanted to do a good job for Mandy. And I think that was the only thing that I felt like wanted to bring through. But everything else was it was so um it was so great to be able to ask her questions in real time, in real life, to get to study her in person. I would be asking questions in my mind that she would be answering with how she drank water or how she answered or how her mouth moved or how she stood or like the way she walked around and all those sort of things you can't always get when you're playing a real person. You have to study videotapes or, you know, whatever footage you have. But with this, I got to do it by drinking margaritas and hanging out with her and having fun. So it was the best research for me.
I can only imagine. And for us Swedes, I also have to mention you working with Malin Åkerman earlier
Yes.
with
Mhm.
Hunting Wives too. So we're really looking forward to the second season of that. Can you talk a little bit about that as well?
Well, you should be very proud of your fellow Swede, Malin. She's the best person. I love her. She's such a good friend of mine now, and we're very excited to be back together. And I got to give credit to you guys and your beautiful country of like she's just so confident and cool. And I do think it's because she's Swedish. And like I just you guys have it figured out when it comes to
Whatever
like
it is.
yeah, the whole thing is great over there. And so yeah, we are gonna have so much fun, and we start in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. And also, before we're done here today, you don't share that many scenes that I can remember, at least, with Jason Clarke on the show, but he is a really important character, to say the least. For maybe for you, Mandy, how was it to kind of see Jason portray Alex on this show, having seen
Br-
the real deal?
breathtaking. I saw him on set. Will never forget the first time that I saw him on set and I had a physical reaction. I've seen the real Alex in real life several times. And he was honestly scarier than the real Al. Like he fully embraced the monster of Alex Murdaugh when he was on set. Um, and did not really break character that I saw the entire time. So it was just absolutely incredible. So I knew on set that he was going to deliver a fantastic performance just from the way that he moved, the way that he was so committed, the way that he was always speaking in a southern accent when he is Australian. I never heard his Australian accent on set. I mean, just incredible. And then to see it on screen, I can't imagine any other actor playing him at this point. Like he
Mhm.
just became Alex Murdaugh in this entirely brilliant and terrifying way.
Yeah, and he kind of broke my brain a little since I just spent
Yeah,
10
same.
hours with him in the Last Frontier on Apple that I
Oh
covered
yeah,
recently, and it's so different. It seems like
right,
two different actors entirely. So it's
right.
really impressive.
He's
So
incredible.
yeah, he truly is. So thanks a lot, both of you, for taking the time to speak with me today, and best of luck with the premiere now. I'm sure it will go great.
Thank
Oh,
you so
thank you.
much.